Babes, do I have to tell you again that you are not ugly, you are not awkward, you just don't have the right guidance when it comes to posing? Lucky for you, you have me. And I've been on the Today Show teaching Al Roker and Chanel Jones how to pose, and today I'm teaching you. Okay, for this first one, I'm gonna stay right here because we need to be close. And if you saw my last video, if you haven't, I'm gonna link it below. But my last video, we went through 5 mistakes that you're probably making when it comes to posing. And I have 5 more plus a bonus tip today. So I'm gonna stay here because I wanna start with what you're doing in this area. Now, believe me, I know this because I do it all the time. Sometimes I work with a Russian photographer and she doesn't speak English too well, so she will just motion to me when I'm doing this wrong. So a lot of times when you're just kind of in the thick of it and maybe you're tired or you're thinking too much about it, and this is what you do. You put that chin down and then, it creates a little extra here that you don't want to have in your photo. Hate it. I hate it when it happens to me. And my photographer will be like, I don't think she knows the words yet. So she'll just be like, to remind me to fix the chin area. So this is what you need to do instead. Instead of automatically, because it's something that we do automatically, I do it too, is, we'll kind of put our chin down, rest backwards, and that will create this extra skin, extra fat area. Even if you don't have it normally, it will create that when you're pushing your chin down. You see that? It creates it. And nobody wants this in a picture. So instead, what we want to do is fix our posture. And the posture doesn't just stop here, it goes all the way up to our necks. And as a dancer, this is what I do when I'm about to go on stage. I fix my posture all the way. My chin goes up in full confidence mode, and this automatically releases this area. Something else you can do, instead of, I'm going to show you, turn it to my side and show you, but instead of here, if you lift and push forward. Now, this will feel weird. It will feel weird, I'm telling you. But if you push forward a little bit, it's going to look so much different in photos. I'm going to show you. Here, you got all this happening versus here. What? Like that one little thing can change everything about your picture. And you can use this in selfies. Like you're taking a cute little selfie. Maybe I'll add a little video. You're taking a selfie and you're like this, as opposed to lifting that chin, lifting that posture, and pushing that chin out a little bit. World of a difference, I promise. Okay, now let's move on to mistake number 2. Actually, this is mistake number 7 because of video number 1 that I've already shared. Okay, let's go. Okay, now we're moving on to tip number 7, and I wore this top specifically for this one because you can really see the difference here. So this mistake is going to be keeping your arms too close to your body. And now you see how this creates so much tension, and I get it. Like you're nervous, you don't know exactly what to do, and the first thing you do is you just kind of freeze up and you put your hands on your thighs and they're close to your body, and now you've created all this tension and all this extra happening up here, which you may not want to see in a photo. So my suggestion is to always create a little bit of space, whether it's trying to create a triangle here or a triangle here. You can do that by putting your hands in your pocket. You can do that just by, as opposed to putting your hand on your lower thigh, raising that up just a little bit. And again, if you see me looking in this direction a little bit, it's because I have a very large mirror here and it helps if I can see myself. So if you're raising your hands up a little bit so they're not so far down on your thigh, and then keeping your arms super tight to your body. So you want to create this shape, create this space in between all of that, and that also helps with your posture. So if you're here and you're stiff, yes, you may be standing up straight, but that also means you're stiff and uncomfortable. And what did we talk about in the last video? You got to be comfortable in order to be confident. So we want to make sure that we are comfortable, and this ain't comfortable for nobody. I don't care who you are, this is not comfortable. You want to release those shoulders, release those arms, get them away from your body however you can. So whether it's using your fingers, touching slightly your fingers to each other, and that will create a little bit of shape, and also get your arms away from your body so they're not pressed up against your body. You can also do that again by putting your hands in your pocket. This is going to create that shape. And again, what we did, I'm sure you just noticed it, how I was standing up straight like this, stiff and straight. And what did I do? That leg went behind me. I put my weight on that back foot and I made space here. And that automatically makes things different. I'm going to step back so you can see it better. So I was standing here and I did this, touching my fingers, right? Still awkward, still uncomfortable, but the easiest thing you can do here is, again, step back, put that weight on this back leg and let this one be free. And now the difference between this, and this, night and day, right? Okay, let's move on. All right, mistake number 8 that I always see, and that when I'm helping people with their posing, is that they stand completely still and like freeze into a pose. Now, if you remember in my first video, we talked about movement, which is really important. But in this video, I want to give you a little bit more things that you can do with your body to engage that movement so that you look more comfortable in front of the camera and feel more comfortable. That's the most important thing, is feeling it. So we already talked about using your joints in the first video. We talked about stepping back, making sure your knees are bent, whether you're doing a little walk pose or, you're standing back, you're shifting your body weight. Those are really important and easy things that you can do for movement. So you can stand in one position. Let's say I got my hands in my pocket, right? Hands in my pocket, and I want to stand straight up. This is fine, but what's going to make this look even better is if I shift my weight. I can tilt my head a little bit, and then I can shift my weight to the other side, tilt my head to the other side. I can shift my weight backwards, and that's going to change. I can shift my weight here, and that's going to look a little bit different. So you always want to think about, how can I move just the tiniest bit? You don't have to move your hands all the time. You don't have to move your feet all the time. Just move one part of your body, and that's going to change your pose completely. And I talk about this a lot in my full posing course, where I'm sharing with you all of my complete framework on how to pose and how to move your body, and so that it becomes a part of you and it's not something you have to remember all of the time. Anyway, so continuing on the movement, something that I do a lot is, especially if I have on a dress or a skirt, is I like to twist. So this is an easy thing that you can do very subtly, very gently. We're not talking about, twisting real hard or moving your body really abruptly, but just a really gentle, graceful movement, which, yes, I'm a dancer. So a part of that is because I've been dancing for 40 years and I know how to just kind of move my body in a way that looks graceful. But if you do a slight twist and you let your arms flow naturally with your body, and you step back, you can step forward with the other foot and step back, and you look down, step back, step forward, and you look the other way. So these are also other slight movements that you can make to make your photos look amazing. Something else I always like to do, so I always say that this is my good side because it's the side with the dimple. So I always like to stand facing away from the camera, and then I'll put my hand in my pocket and look back. And then with this, I can also do a little bit of movement. So I can step forward and look back, or I can step back and look back, and I can turn to the other side. Boom. So you want to keep moving and keep doing things that will create different shapes, create different movements, create different poses for you without having to Like, that's gonna make you look more stiff and more awkward. And we don't want that, girl. We don't want that for you. We want you to look amazing on camera. So that's why I'm helping you look at these mistakes, see the ones that maybe you've made, and figure out how to fix them. All right, let's move on to mistake number 9. All right, mistake number 9 is when your facial expression does not match your pose. So a lot of times we feel like you got a confident pose, so you're supposed to be serious. And I mean, yeah, but you can do serious without having to like scowl your face together. So you know what? I'm gonna get closer for this one because it makes more sense to be close. Okay, so when we think about using our face and making sure that we're making the right expressions for the pose, and I know you feel like, oh my gosh, Michaela, I'm not gonna be able to remember all this, but you will, I promise. So when you wanna be confident, yes, that can definitely show on your face, but you don't want it to be like a scowl, like, I'm serious and I'm so confident. Like that's not how it goes. You want your confidence to show a little bit more personality of who you are. So I'm confident, but I'm also a very jovial, joyful person. So I like that to show in my expression. So maybe it's a little smirk. So this is I'm gonna show you my confident look. This eyebrow goes up, and this is my confident face, as opposed to, let me take the glasses off, maybe that'll help. This is my confident face. A little bit of a smirk, a little bit of an eyebrow, and I'm confident, right? As opposed to pursing my lips a little bit, scowling with my eyes, and the eyebrows go down. Like, that's like the model thing. And we're not professional models. We are real people, and we want to look like ourselves. And if you are a super serious person, maybe that is the way you want to look in a photo, but I'm not. So that's not how I try to portray myself in photos. So we want to think about how the expression goes with the pose. So let's say I'm doing something like, I'm doing a walk. A lot of times when you're walking, maybe you're walking with your kids or you're walking with your friends and you're kind of laughing and talking at the same time. So do that in your photo shoot. You can laugh, like actually outwardly laugh, because when you do that, you laugh for real sometimes. That's why I always tell people to do fake laughs in photos, because you start the fake laugh and then it turns into a real laugh, and that's what gets you really great photos. So I do an outward and that is what makes everything look better. So I'm going to show you my walk and fake laugh. And sometimes I just kind of look off, like let's say that my camera's here, you are my camera, and I look off into the distance, like I see my girlfriend and I'm like, hey girl, you know, like kind of a happy look. And that's what you want to feel when you're in your, if that's the vibe that you want to get off in your photo, then you want to do that in the photo shoot, and then that is what will come across. And something I did a lot early on is I did a look away, and then I realized that I was looking too far away, and sometimes would just be looking with my eyes, and it gets a little weird when you do that. So you just want to be careful with where your eyes are positioned, and I'll talk a little bit more about eyes in my little bonus tip, but that's also something you want to think about, as opposed to, you know, your face directly at the camera and you're looking off this way, then it kind of, you see too much white in your eyes this way. Instead of just using your eyes, use your whole face. Turn your neck in that direction, and then that way it looks more natural than this, right? All right, let's go on to mistake number 10. And if you didn't see my last video, we're on number 10 because I did 5 mistakes in my previous video. So go watch that one after this one if you haven't already. All right, mistake number 10 that I see is just overthinking everything. You're like, you can see it in the pictures if you're constantly thinking about how I look, how I'm posing, what I'm wearing, am I comfortable? And that's why I always say tip number 1, like the first thing you need to think about is your outfit and how do I feel in this outfit? Because if you're not comfortable, you're gonna be, you see me in this top, I have not fixed it one time because I know it's where it's going to be. It's not moving. I feel comfortable. It fits perfectly and I don't have to think about it. And that is how you want to feel in whatever you wear for your pictures. Okay. So that's one thing that you don't have to worry about overthinking because you already know that you feel confident in your clothes or in whatever outfit that you picked. So that's one less thing to think about. Now we're overthinking our poses. So we're like, oh shoot, what did she say? She said to put our hands on our hips and then smile. Cheese. Like, no, that's not what we want to do. We want to think about, as I keep saying over and over again, is movement. And how can I move so that I feel comfortable and what? Confident. We want to make sure we feel comfortable and confident. So we want to figure out what movements we can make in order to do that. So for me, it's always, first thing I'm always going to do is I'm always going to step back. I'm going to throw that hip out and I'm going to let my hands either rest here or they're going to go in my pockets. That's number one, always. If I don't have pockets, then depending on if I have a skirt or a dress, I'm always going to pick that skirt up and I'm going to twist. You know what? I'm going to put on a skirt just for this. Okay. I actually kind of like how this purple and brown look together. That's cute. Okay. So let's say I have this skirt on, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, not up here. I'm going to grab it closer to the bottom and I'm going to twist in my skirt. And imagine the gorgeous photos that are going to come out of this. And when you do that, we're fake laughing because why? This is a joyful movement. So we're like, and we use our shoulders. We got a shoulder in front, another shoulder in front. We can turn, we can lift our little, pop our little leg. Now, all of this is movement that you don't have to think about because it comes about naturally when you are comfortable and you love what you're wearing. I love skirts. I love pleated skirts. So this is just kind of a natural movement for me to lift it up and play with the skirt as I'm posing for my pictures. Now, another thing I like to do sometimes is take the bottom of it and I'll lift it up. You know, if I didn't have the jeans on, show a little bit of leg, fake laugh, look away. And this is kind of like really all the things you'll learn in my posing course, but just things that come naturally when you feel good. And that's really what I want you to take away from this is making sure that you feel good when you're taking photos because otherwise it will come across in the pictures and we don't want that. We want to look our best so that we feel more motivated to take more photos and get in the photos with your kids, get in the photos with your family so you're not always the one behind the camera. And I'm hoping that I've helped you a little bit with that. Oh wait, we forgot the last tip. I forgot my little bonus. Okay, give me a second. Okay, again, I'm gonna get a little bit closer for this one and keep my glasses off so you can see my eyes. I can't believe I was about to end this without giving you my bonus tip. Anyway, so the bonus tip is about eyes. So let me give you a little bit of background on me. I am a Hawaiian dancer. I've been dancing hula since I was 8 years old. I have a video about that too. And something that I learned not until I was 15 is that your eyes really help to tell whatever story you're trying to tell. They're very important in conversation. They're important in photos. They're important in all kinds of communication, and photos are communication. So I want you to think about your eyes as just as much a part of your body as everything else. So when I am dancing hula, one thing I like to do is I use my eyebrows a lot. I think about whatever the song is talking about. Just imagine, woo, this is it. Imagine you're singing your favorite song, right? And in that favorite song, you're like going off, like your eyes are moving like this and you close them and you know, you're singing and you're feeling the emotion in your eyes as you are in the rest of your face and the rest of your body. And that's how I want you to think about your photos. And so what I like to do and this may sound weird, is I will look directly into the very center of the lens and pretend like I'm looking into that person's eyes, whoever's taking the photo. A lot of times it's my husband. So a lot of times I pretend I'm looking directly into my husband's eyes. But not everybody has that privilege. So you can just pretend that you're looking directly into the lens and then you're looking into that person's eyes, and then that will make you more connected to make you look more connected in the photo. All right, so I'm going to show you the difference between just like naked eyes and not doing anything with them, and then like connected eyes. Okay, so this is me just kind of looking, right? I'm just bare, there's no thought, there's no nothing, I'm just looking at the camera. All right, so now let me show you with a little bit of lift and like I'm really intently staring at the camera. This is bare and this is looking. Even my whole head moved. And I hope you can see that subtle adjustment, because I can't tell. I ain't got my glasses on, girl, so I don't know. But I felt the difference in my face, and I hope you could see the difference in the video. So, and then also here is smiling, right? So I'm gonna smile, and I told you my husband is my photographer sometimes, and he used to always be like, that's a fake smile. That's a fake. He would just call me out all the time, fake, 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 because I would smile without using my eyes, because maybe I was tired or just over it already. And I learned that I needed to really use my eyes in order to make it look real. So here's another one. I'm going to show you smiling without my eyes and then smiling with my eyes. This is a smile. This is a smile with my eyes. Smile with my eyes. I'm going to show you again, and I'm not going to say it. And I know you can see the difference. I can feel the difference, so I know you can see it. All right, girl, those are my next 5 mistakes and tips to go along with it. I really hope this was helpful. I hope this encourages you to get in front of that camera more, be more visible. You're going to want to have memories. So get in front of that camera, make sure you're confident, make sure you're wearing something that feels comfortable. And if you're interested in learning more, I have a full posing guide that will show you all of my posing videos that I posted on Instagram. They've gone viral over Instagram and TikTok and even LinkedIn, girl. And I put them all together in one document to make it easier for you to just have it in the palm of your hand when you need it. But I'll also link my full posing course that goes through my entire framework of posing to kind of help you feel more comfortable in your body, and so that posing becomes second nature. And that's what a lot of us really want, is it to feel comfortable and second nature, so we don't have to think about it so much. So that is it for me today. I will see you next time. Bye.